Hey guys, here's lesson 3's practice for deposits and withdrawals in our financial literacy unit. So we're going to do this one together just like we've done before. So this is deposits and withdrawals. So we're going to draw a picture to show the problem, then solve. Okay, so we see that we're going to be looking for amounts saved and amounts spent. So let's look down at the bottom for what we're reading or what we're needing to solve. Okay, Christopher earns $7 each month for helping his grandmother. Each month he saves $4 and spends $3. How much will he save in 4 months? How much will he spend in 4 months? Okay, so we know that just like we were talking about in the last one, we're kind of starting our multiplication with knowing that it's basically the same as repeated addition. So let's first see how much he earns $7 each month. Okay. Each month. And let's see, he saves $4 he saves and $3 he spends. Okay, so we're talking about doing this over the course of 4 months. We know we're going to have 4 times 4, so $4 times 4 months, and 3 times 4, which is $3 times 4 months. So remember, we're just doing repeated addition, not multiplication. If you know how to multiply this is great. However, you still need to show your work on how we're doing it with repeated addition. So let's figure out first how much he saves. So he saves $4 a month. So I know that's $4 times 4 months is going to be 4 4s, right? Because we have 4 months, $4. I'm going to use associative property to make this easier for myself. So 4 plus 4 is 8 for both sides, and then 8 plus 8 is 16. I know this because I'm fluent in doubles. So I know that he saves $16. I'm putting my decimal and my change and making sure that it's complete. Okay. He spent $3 of that money every month. So he has 4 months, so 3 plus, and I didn't put my addition signs here, plus 3 plus 3. Same thing. I'm going to use my associative property to break it down. I know my doubles, so 6 plus 6 is $12. So our friend Christopher has spent $12 and saved $16. You just have to break them up into separate things and use repeated addition to find the amount that you are wanting, or find out the amount that you are needing. Okay, we're going to do numbers 1 and 2 together. You're going to do 3 and 4 together. And then for your mastery, you're going to pick any 2 on here. I believe that's what I put on here. Let me double check so that I'm not giving you something different. Nope. Actually, on page number 719, I want y'all to do number 1 and 2. Okay? So, from the first page, actually 717, you're going to pick 1. You don't need to do 3 and 4. You're going to pick 1 out of 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then your mastery, you're going to do 1 and 2. Okay? So make sure you're showing all of your work whenever you're doing that. But together, we're going to do numbers 1 and 2 so you can see how we're showing our work. Number 1, Katrina has $21 in the bank. She makes a deposit of $6. How much money does Katrina have in the bank now? So much like over here, let's look at the top because I skipped over this, but this is important. So Mr. Hudson saves money at a bank. When he makes a deposit, more money is in the bank, right? He's adding, just like on our anchor chart. Depositing is adding money to it. When he makes a withdrawal, less money is in the bank. So remember, withdrawing is taking money away. So if Mr. Hudson has $45 in the bank, if he deposits $10, you will add, right? Adding is depositing. And then if he withdraws $10, subtracting is withdrawing, okay? So if we were to do this to solve this practice one, We know that 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So he would have $55. But if we're subtracting, there's more on top, so no need to stop. So 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. So you'd have $35, okay? So we're going to apply that same thing to numbers 1 and 2. So number 1, I notice it says she makes a deposit. I say deposit, I know that means add. So Katrina has $21 in the bank. She makes a deposit of 6, which means she's adding. So how much money does she have? We're adding, depositing, so we have the plus sign. 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. So she has $27 in the bank. Number 2, Brian has $30 in the bank. He makes a withdrawal of 4. How much money does Brian have in the bank now? Remember, withdrawal means subtract. So if Brian has $30 in the bank and then we withdraw 4, we got to make sure we're subtracting it. We have the subtraction sign. So I do not have more on the top. I have more on the floor. So I need to go next door and get some more. So my 3 turns into a 2. My 0 turns into a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 0 is 2. So he has $26 left in the bank. All right, you're going to solve just one of these on 717, showing your work. Remember, depositing is adding, withdrawing is subtracting. And then for your mastery check, you're going to do numbers 1 and 2. Make sure you're being very careful on if it says deposit or withdraw.